All right, now we're going to move to AFC North, one of the biggest question marks, I want to say, in the league. Because you do have the Ravens up top, but the Steelers and Browns are the two teams I'm going to really be focusing on this year. The Bengals they're an afterthought. But the Steelers and Browns, Ben Roethlisberger coming back, what's he going to look like? Is he still going to be like Big Ben of old, or is he kind of be too long in the tooth and need to retire? And then the Browns, are they finally actually going to live up to their hype? Those are the two questions I got so far going into the year.
Yeah. Ravens, for me, easily the number one. They're going to win that division. Bengals, easily the number 4. And then those 2 and 3 is going to be interesting because, like you said, we'll see how Big Ben is, because last year the Steelers, no AB, no Le'Veon, no Big Ben pretty much the whole year. And they finished 8-8 with, Duck Hodges and Mason Rudolph.
Yeah.
So if Big Ben could even be like a little bit more than just a shell of himself, his former self, they could be a playoff team because they got a solid defense. They got some pieces on offense. And then the Browns too, one of the examples of so much talent, but just coaching and just never able to put it together. And they could be a playoff sleeper as well. But I'd have to go Ravens 1, Steelers 2, Browns 3, Bengals 4.
Yeah. So talk about the Bengals real quick. Joe Burrow's been looking solid in practice, but that offensive line has not. Their wide receiver core, AJ Green and what's his name, Boyd, I believe, out of Pittsburgh. They're solid, but it's going to be how does Jonah Williams hold up, and that offensive line is not going to hold up that well. Their defense is not too many people on there that I actually trust. They're going to have a top 5 pick this year. Ravens, I have them taking the division. Lamar Jackson and just that whole offense is just too powerful, and it's just going to run it down everybody's throat. As well as that defense is just going to suffocate people as well. So you're not moving the ball on them, and they're going to be running you and having you tired all game. They're easily going to win that division. But the Steelers and the Browns, as I said earlier, those are the two teams I'm going to be watching for. I do have the Steelers having a better record than the Browns this year. But I think both of them are going to make the playoffs. So I think there's going to be 3 teams out of the AFC North to make the playoffs.
Interesting.
Yeah. You got the Steelers. If they go 8-8 with Doug Hodges and Mason Rudolph, I have to think that Ben Roethlisberger brings 2 wins to that team. And that's a 10-6 team right there. And I think the Browns, with good coaching, actually live up to their potential. Because they have all the names. They have all the pieces. They just need someone to put it together. And I think if they go on the mold of what the Vikings did last year, where their coach came from, if they can just run the ball with Nick Chubb and then work off play action with Baker Mayfield, with that receiving core and that offensive line, they can move the ball. And they have the players on defense to make it just work. So I think 3 teams are going to make the playoffs out of that division.
That is a hot take right there.
Yeah, thank you. Told you I got a couple today. Got to keep things interesting. Got to keep you on your toes.
Yeah, and the Browns are they're a risky team, to bet on, just because with that much talent, you think, how could they, especially with the playoffs. But, the Browns just find a way. And can I see them making the playoffs? Yeah, but in my predictions, I'm going to say that they do not get a playoff spot.